want to be like Alec Baldwin and shit. Which, by the way, since you brought him up, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to hear the whole story, but it does seem a little weird that you're gonna take the actor, and charge him. What are they charging him with? Are they charging him with murder or manslaughter? I think it's probably manslaughter, negligent homicide, or something like that.
Negligent homicide, yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand how you're gonna charge him. I'd have been like, I'm just an actor, dog. They gave me the gun. And why do they even have real guns? You're actors. You're not even a real cop or a real fucking criminal.
Loaded.
It
doesn't make any sense, bro. There's more to the story.
I mean, even like they got the guns with the blanks and I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna go to jail for that, though. Anybody out there think he's gonna go to jail for that? You do? You think I don't think he's gonna see no fucking jail time for that.
I don't think so, bro. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's horrible. My condolences, to her and the family. I mean, that happened, I think, like last year it happened? But still, I'm just saying, like, I don't think he's gonna go to jail for that. It definitely sounds like something that could have been avoided. Didn't he get a year and some change? Did he? I don't think he went to court for it yet.
Oh, I don't know. Let me check.
No, I think they just decided to charge him with it, if I'm correct. So I don't think he's even gone to trial for it yet. I know they charged him and the other person that handles the guns.
Yeah, so on January 31st, Alec Baldwin and Halyna Gutierrez were officially charged with involuntary manslaughter. If found guilty, the pair could be sentenced to 5 years in prison. That was and then,
Yeah, I don't think
he went to jail because I thought I heard something too about him getting convicted.
Really?
Yeah, but maybe
I'm wrong. I think you're wrong. I think I'm right. I identify as being right.
Yeah, it was just a formally charged. Yeah,
the charge came out that now he's charged.
Yeah.
I mean, justice moves slow. They shouldn't have real guns. Actors should not be blamed. I mean, that's what I think too. I think but I don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, even if he was being a dick, because I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. When I played that cop, when I did that movie Lanes, and I got to play an undercover, and they gave me that fake gun, and they looked mad real, I was putting that shit to everybody's head. I was running around putting that shit in everybody's face, yo. And we were in Brooklyn, and they were like, stop doing that. They were like, gee, stop doing that. I was ready to arrest everybody. I felt like, I ain't gonna lie, man, the minute that badge went around my neck, dude, I actually felt like a cop. My whole attitude changed. It also changed the way I feel about cops, because I know that badge brings power, man. And it's hard for your average person to have that kind of power. And the problem right now, I think that's going on with law enforcement is not that we need less, is that they have too many people in it that can't handle that power. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, I pretended to be a cop, and I felt like I was going to clean up all of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? The badge was heavy. It felt like a real badge. I had the bulletproof vest on. I was like ready to go, even though the bulletproof vest was probably fake too, now that I think about it. But either way, I'm just saying, why do you have a real gun?
You want to, I was just looking up the Wikipedia article. So apparently, dude, there was like a lot of like reports about the shoot being like kind of fucked to begin with,
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Like it wasn't being handled properly from the jump. It was like they were trying to cut corners.
Tons of different things. They were there's like a long drive, COVID safety protocols. Baldwin's, before the incident occurred, 2 prop guns had previously fired a total of 3 times unintentionally. Baldwin's stunt double accidentally fired 2 blanks when he was told the prop gun was cold, and the film's prop master shot herself in the foot with a blank.
Yeah, so I think at that point they should have been probably being a little more careful.
Yeah. They did a walkout too. At one point. I mean, I get that, but
Go ahead.
Do you want to get to the shooting? Do you want to break down the shooting and what happened?
Sure. Let's get we got into it, baby. You know, let's get into it. We got into it. I didn't mean to get into it.
So the B camera operator, Reed Russell, was situated on a camera dolly looking at a monitor when Hutchins and Souza both nearby. The scene involved Baldwin's character removing a gun from its holster and pointing it towards the camera. The trio behind the monitor were 2 feet from the muzzle of the firearm, and none of them were wearing any protective gear. Oh, so they were close. While the trio were looking behind the monitor, were repositioning the camera to remove a shadow, Baldwin began explaining to the crew how he planned to draw the firearm. So he goes, yeah, I guess I'm going to take it out, pull it, and go bang. And when he removed it from the holster, the gun fired a single time. Baldwin and Halls have said that Baldwin did not pull the trigger, a claim that was later challenged by an FBI report. The projectile flew towards the 3 behind the monitor, striking Hutchins in the chest and Souza in the shoulder. Script supervisor Mamie Mitchell called 911. And emergency crews appeared 3 minutes later. Footage of the incident was not recorded. Hutchins was flown by hospital to the University of New Mexico, where she was pronounced dead, and Souza was treated by EMS. Yeah.
Was suspended indefinitely, though co-producer Angel Nijum, I know I'm messing up that name, was confident the film would resume production once the investigation ends. However, Nigum later claimed that he meant to express optimism and hope rather than confidence, as he stated that many involved in the production hoped to honor Hutchison by completing her final work. Making sure you get that money that you already put into it, because you're not going to just scrap that and take a loss. I mean, not for nothing. If that's the way it went down, that seems a little weird that you would charge him. I mean, obviously, if that's how it went down, that he was like, this, I'm going to pull it out. And then he pulled the trigger, which, you know, I'm not going to lie. In my scene, the dude gives up. In the scene I did, the dude gives up, right? Mm-hmm. I point the gun at him, he gives up. And then we arrest him. But when we did the filming, he took a step that he didn't take during the practice run, and I pulled the trigger like 8 times. If there would have been a bullet in there, he would have been shot.
Right.
He made me nervous. I was in character. You know what I'm saying? I was in character, dog. We were doing it. It was raining. It was dark. I couldn't really see. He took one step. He didn't do that when we ran through it the first time. So I didn't know what was going on. I got scared, and I pulled the trigger like 8 times. Now, I'm not saying he was scared, but I'm just saying when you have a gun that's supposed to be fake, you tend to pull triggers. You know, I don't believe that he didn't pull the trigger. He just pointed the gun and it went off. I don't believe that.
It is weird what they were saying about that 2 other guns went off, you know?
I'm guessing the dude pulled the trigger.
That's what it sounds like.
Or, I mean, I don't know. That dude shot himself twice, right? He shot twice.
Well, there were 2 different, there were 2 separate incidents.
Oh, 2 separate incidents. Yeah. Where the fuck did they get these guns? I don't know. Maybe the demons are pulling the triggers. You know, we know there's a bunch of them out there in those places.
Yeah, dude.
In fact, in that movie 237, room 237 or 327, room 327, with the movie about Jack Nicholson, that's supposed to be about where it talks about Kubrick being the producer of the moon landing. There's a scene there, dude. And I'm bringing this up because we had anyone who follows all the time, or your first time listener, we did a podcast about when it comes to actors and musicians and stuff like that, and like who is actually entertaining you, because they talk a lot about channeling these spirits, right? So they're showing the scene right before Jack Nicholson chops down the door, right? And it's like they're not rolling yet. They're setting up. You see the dude setting up, and you see Jack Nicholson there, dude, and he's working himself up in a frenzy, and he keeps going like this and like going like this. And then he picks up the axe, and he's right next to this one dude. This one dude gets scared and like kind of like runs around him, and then he's like ready to go. But you could see him straight up channeling the spirits before the scene. You could see him doing it, working himself up. You could hear him saying crazy shit. It's crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy, which they've already come out. It said he channels. We bought the receipts on that, right?
Yeah, we showed
That's
it. Yeah.
Shit. The receipts. I'm saying that all the time now. I'm running that word into the ground.
We got the receipts.
That we got the receipts on that, yo. We showed the video, man. She said you was channeling. 2 voices came out of the motherfucker at once. Sounds like Legion to me. Sounds demonic. You know, that's what it sounds like. You know,
Could be Wabbit. Could be.
You know, it's insane.